So you probably heard of the news that my company is furloughing 12,000 flight attendants. Let's talk about it.
Come and fly away with me. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die,
So my company has announced that they are laying off 12,000 flight attendants come April 1st. Now wait a minute, you probably was like, I thought you guys did that already. Yes, we did, but they brought back the flight attendants because of the government package of the payroll protection, but it only protected the flight attendants until April 1st. And then the company decided that business is not picking up. Even with the vaccine, there are still low demand when it comes to travel, and they just can't withstand the amount of employees on the payroll. Now 12,000 flight attendants furloughed, that is a lot of flight attendants. That is about a little less than half of our fleet. So did I get furloughed? I just made the cut. Even with all my years of seniority, I will be at the very bottom, so it affects me indirectly. As you know in my previous video that I was saved from the last cut, but I was almost put back on reserve, but I never actually went on reserve. This time, I'm not quite sure, being that also demand for travel and normal season is also down. It's a never-ending story. There is a glimmer of hope. There is a new administration in the White House. That could be good or bad, but I do know that President Biden is considering extending the payroll extension program up until the end of the year to get the airlines really back on track. But a lot of people are saying, wait a minute, that is taxpayers' money. Where are we getting all this money to pay for all this? And why are we protecting the airline industry? And there's so many other companies that are laying off and bankruptcy and foreclosing. Why is the airline so important? Well, I'm gonna tell you. The airline industry is over $300 billion in revenue, meaning that it also attracts other companies such as hotels, rental cars, freight companies. There's over thousands of jobs that are linked to the airlines. When the airlines are operating, thousands of other jobs operate. So when the airlines go down, it affects other jobs and it affects our economy in a big way. And when they furlough, you're still paying their taxes because they're gonna go into the unemployment situation, and that's still their taxes. So they're just trying to prevent the overflow of unemployment to give other people a chance to, like, look at the unemployment now, it's crazy. Another 100,000 flight attendants with all the airlines combined, it's just not a good thing to put on unemployment when the government can protect them within their own airlines, keep their benefits, keep them healthy, because demand is coming back. It's slowly but surely, but it's coming back. Once the vaccine gets going and everybody gets vaccinated, people are ready to travel. Hell, I'm ready to travel for pleasure. I'm ready. The other factor you have to consider is that if the airlines don't make it or they start filing bankruptcy, you'll start seeing mergers. You'll start seeing airlines merge together. We know what happened after 9/11. A lot of airlines merged and we have very few airlines. We are down to 3 legacy airlines and we're down to about 3 no-frill airlines. Less airlines mean less purchase power for the consumer, which means the prices go way up and airlines can compete. I will say that having 3 legacy airlines is going to be a challenge because there'll be just so many seats and the airlines can't bring the prices up, because if one airline goes up on the price, they'll just go to another airline, because most consumers now are looking for the bottom line to get to point A and point B. So you want as many airlines out there as possible to compete like the good old days with competition, bringing back customer service, loyalty programs, food products, things on board that you will fly that airlines because they offer that program. So hopefully the new administration will consider that and get people back to work. I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm not being furloughed, but you just never know. It could be getting worse, and with this new South African virus, and they'll start furloughing people again and getting lower and lower, and I'm like right at the cusp line, but we will see. Well, by popular demand, people told me to bring back my beard, so I brought it back. I brought it back in the full length. No dye, just all natural. You see the salt and pepper. For me, it's not quite salt and pepper. I wish it was more either way so that it can blend in better, but what do you guys think? I got lighting on, so lighting is helping a lot either. And I'm also breaking out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but break out like a teenager. I don't know, just recently. So I've been scrubbing and exfoliating like crazy to get back this face back to normal. We can't be pimpy out there. We can't. Pimpy. Pimples. That's a good one. January's been good for me. I've only worked about 2 trips, and then I had jury duty for a week, which I was never called. So I've only worked 2 trips this month. That's why I'm doing more of these Can We Talk videos, because I haven't been anywhere. It's been a good thing and a bad thing. I've been enjoying the time off because I've been spending time with Miss Chloe. It's been so fun being a daddy. She's a wonderful, darling little puppy. She's doing everything right. She's checking the boxes. And I hope you guys are enjoying those videos. And if you want to follow Chloe, she's on Instagram at @meetchloelove. I'll put that in the description below. So the reason why I brought all this up about the airline extension, I want to hear from you guys. I want to see whether you're working for the airlines or not working for the airlines. What do you think about the government keep extending the payroll to keep flight attendants, not just flight attendants, but airline employees in work? Or should the government let them fold and you just go to unemployment like everybody else? I want your honest opinion. Not because I'm a flight attendant, I just want your honest opinion of what do you think that the airlines and the government should do. Seems like 2020 is carrying over to 2021. So much is still happening. It doesn't matter who's president. The world is just a hot mess right now, especially America. Sorry, America. But I don't know what's going on. But I woke up this morning and just thought, we can do better, America. We can do better. Also, I heard this morning that one of my legend actress, one of the decades of acting, passed away, which was Cicely Tyson. She was 96 years old. Also, Cloris Leachman passed away as well. She was in her 90s. And I'm also one of those believers, things happen in 3. So I'm like, hide Betty White. I don't want her to be the 3rd. She's 99. I would love to see her make it to 100 years old. So be safe, Betty White. But yeah, centennial people are, and I don't know what they're passing away from. Is it just COVID or suddenly just old age? But all of a sudden we're getting a lot of our elder people just vanishing. And it's just so sad, so sad. Rest in peace, Cicely. So it's about a few more days and February starts. It is Black History Month, so y'all know I'm gonna be doing a little video about Black history to educate, you know, not just Black people, but all people about Black culture, Black history, just blackity black. I think a lot of problems that are happening in racism is that you don't know us. And I think it's not a responsibility to let you know who we are, but it's also to be awareness, to be alert. When Black History Month does come, take the time not just to celebrate it with the flags and say happy Black History Month, but get out there and learn something about Black culture. Get a book, watch a Black movie, but just educate yourself on Black culture, Black folks and white folks. I was supposed to fly to New York all month for February. My airline started flying back into the JFK airport, so I had jumped on the bandwagon like, yes, I want to fly those trips, and it was starting in February. I was doing the inaugural flight back into JFK airport, but the company has delayed it another month, so it's not going to start until March 1st. But I've already got my schedule, so the company just took my schedule away, and basically they put me on reserve. It's I called the night before my original trip to find out if there's any other substitution trip. If there isn't, they release me for the day with pay. The beauty of our flying, or my career, is without pay or deadheading, working for free, but getting paid. Yeah, so I have no idea what my February schedule will be. It could be anything. Most likely if the furloughs came back and we have so many flight attendants in February, I most likely won't go anywhere, but I'll get a full check and I'm okay with that. Let's talk about my new obsession, my new social media app that I'm obsessed with. I think I talked about it a little bit in the last video, but it is Clubhouse. Have you guys heard about Clubhouse? You gotta get into it. Make sure you check out that app. It's in beta right now, so you have to be invited into the app, and whoever's in the app already can only get 1 invitation to invite somebody. Of course, mine's already taken. And the more you talk, it's an audio app, and the more you talk, the more invites you get, the more recognition you get, the more you get pushed up to the top. And it's a networking. It's a plethora of opportunity there. The people I see on there is just amazing. You have your normal celebrities on there promoting and doing whatever they can to take your money. But you're getting entrepreneurs, content creators. It's like having a convention anytime you want. You can search, I want how to make videos, and you'll speak to the big moguls of videos. You're in the same room with these people who are giants of these brands and they're telling you how they want you to be a content creator, or they're the executive who make a decision on who they hire as brand ambassadors, and they're in the room and they're just as equal as you are. Nobody's bigger or better because it's in beta right now. They plan to get it out of beta next month, and that's when it's really going to explode. It's kind of how like what TikTok did. They put it in beta, the word got out, and if you get on the bandwagon soon enough, who knows what can happen. But definitely check that out. Letting all my subscribers know about it, because you want to get on the bandwagon before they release it out to the public. Well, that's all I have for you guys. I think my next video is going to be a cooking video. I have a new recipe I would like to try out and let you guys watch me try to cook. It's one of my favorite parts of content creating videos about cooking. It takes a lot more work to do cooking videos, but I love it. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and everybody make sure you hit the like button. Let's like this video and get it to the top of the world. And all you loyal people who's been ride and dying with me all this time, we're so close to getting monetized. We have our 1,000 people. We need a little bit more watch time. And so if you've watched this video and you like it, make sure you share it on your social media. Let other people know that SKYBOBBYTV is the bomb. That's all I got. Bye girl, bye.